In this video, you will learn how to just build an assignment, and you're going to be learning how to use the auto-generative feature to create your assignment question. Now, you first want to locate the module where you want to place the assignment, and then to open it, you want to click on the picture. Now, you will see the standard items inside the module, such as your overview and the learning materials folder. When you're ready to add your assignment, make sure you hover underneath the Learning Materials folder on that faint gray line, and when you hover over that faint gray line, it turns purple. When I see it turning purple, I can click on that purple line, and here is this panel that appears. I'm then going to click on Create, and on my right-hand side, the Create an Item or Create Item panel appears, and I want to look for where it says Assessment, and then I am going to click on Assignment. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to look in this top right corner, and then you're going to click on Auto Generate Assignment. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, I want to just point out what's going on. So when you first enter, the built-in AI to Blackboard is going to basically use your course content to help come up with some ideas. Now, it's not instantaneous, obviously, so it is thinking using your course materials. So when it's done, you can obviously read through all of these questions. It has a title, that's the bold text on the top. But let's say you don't like any of these questions that it's provided, head to the left-hand side to this panel where it starts with Define the Assignment. In this description, this is going to basically have you take the reins and tell the AI what you're hoping for. So for example, I can say a plan based off of my course. And the more specific you are, the better, but this is just a demonstration. So obviously in your case, you're going to be very specific about what you want. And then something else that you can do is you can come underneath this box to where it says select course items. You can click on content and then click on the unit you're working on, open up the unit learning materials folder, and with the files that you directly upload onto Blackboard, like for example, this PDF, you can click on the box to have the AI use this as content. So you can hit select items. Now this desired cognitive level, this is more about the type of question that you'll have. We recommend leave it on Inspire Me so you can see a few different choices. And then with the complexity, this is based on Bloom's taxonomy, and you can make your adjustments as needed. Now it does automatically generate the assignment title. We recommend here at Mercy Online just to leave it on so that makes sense and it's cohesive between the question and the title. And then once everything is based correctly, you can then hit generate. And then it's going to think again. So it is not instantaneous. So it is kind of like a person. It needs to think about what you're providing it. So if you're waiting a couple minutes, it's totally normal. And we're just going to keep waiting a little bit longer for this. All right, and now that it's loaded, we recommend reading through everything. Now, it's obviously not going to be perfect. You're going to have to edit this, but pick the question that you want to work with the most. So, for example, I really like this question here. So I'm going to click on this, and then I am going to hit add. Now, as soon as I hit add, I won't see these other two questions again. So just keep that portion in mind. So, if you do want these questions, take a screenshot of your screen so you have them for later. Then I'm going to click add, and it's going to set up like a normal assignment. So if you want to add any of your specific language to the title, you just click on any of the words in the title. And for example, I could call this assignment 1 and leave the remaining of the name. Or if you want to edit the title, you can obviously feel free. And then to save your change, you just click on the white space. Now to edit the question, because you will more than likely need to edit the question, directly underneath the print button, you're going to click on the pencil. Now in here, I don't necessarily love this sentence, so I am going to delete this because I believe it's self-evident. You should be using your own work. And then if there's anything else I don't like, for example, this dash here, I can get rid of it. Now, whenever you're done editing and making your final adjustments, be sure to hit save. Please also don't forget that this assignment by default is hidden from students. When you are ready, click on the word hidden and go ahead and make it visible. This is how you use the auto-generative feature on the assignments to build your assignment question. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.